recording on my drive to work. Alright. Okay. Move this up a bit. Alright, so, let's turn that down. The one thing I noticed about us, people who suffer, I keep saying suffer, but I don't like using that word. People go through certain problems, anxieties, things, things like that. I've talked, about anxieties. That's like pretty much all this is about. But the people who go through it tend to be in their own head too much. And what I mean by that is that they tend to be thinking, what about me? My feelings, my thoughts, my emotions. I'm going nuts. I'm going crazy. I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And what happens when you do that is that you're in your own head too much, right? And you forget to think about the other person that you're around at the time. You know what I mean? Like, you tend to forget to put yourself in someone else's shoes when you're in your own head, right? So in that instance, I think of anxiety as being a selfish condition. It's selfish, and the people who suffer it, I don't want to call them selfish because that's kind of harsh and mean. But this is me being honest with myself as well. It's a selfish thing, because all you do is think about yourself and how you're going through things and how you're going through problems, and you tend to forget that there's somebody else there that could possibly be going through the same thing you are. You know what I mean? So you tend to forget to put yourself in someone else's shoes when you're going through something like that. And so, in my opinion, one of my biggest flaws was being in my own head too much. Forgetting that someone else is here too, and that other person could be going through what I'm going through. Putting yourself in other people's shoes can really sometimes calm you down when going through something so hectic. You know what I mean? And not hiding. And that's another thing that's another realization that I've come to, and that's something that I'm like opening my eyes to. And when I came to this realization, it made me realize that if I can sit here and freak out about something so small and tell someone that I'm freaking out about it, chances are, if I tell the person this is what I'm freaking out about it, chances are they're going to tell you that they've had a similar experience and this is what the outcome was. And there's a pretty good chance that it's going to be positive. So that something like that can really calm you down. So I think another big flaw of mine that I've never really addressed is the fact that when I'm in my own head too much, I tend to forget to be considerate of other people's feelings and to be considerate of other people's worries and all that stuff. And that's something that I can honestly say that I did to people. I forgot to look at what the other person might be going through as well. And it's not that I didn't want to. It's just that I was in my own head too much. So it's harder to have to deal with your situations and your issues and your problems, and then try to put yourself in that other person's shoes. Little do you know, while you're going through it, is that putting yourself in that other person's shoes can actually help you calm down a little. You know what I mean? Can actually help you to realize that you are not alone. You are not the only one going through it. You're not. This isn't unique to you. And that's something that I feel like I should have addressed as well. And it's something that I wish I addressed a long time ago. Because wanting someone to help you get over your stuff and not willing to help them get over theirs is not okay. I mean, not that I wasn't willing. I was willing, I just felt like I wasn't able to. But the truth of the matter is, everybody's going through something, right? Life isn't just happening to you. Everybody is always going through something. Now, you can be the type of person that just wants to go through it alone, or you can reach out and try to find somebody who can help you go through it. Or you can go through it alone and be angry at the world for not helping you or not giving you a break or something, you know what I mean? But that's just something that I feel like I had to address today, which is something that is also a realization of mine. Another thing that I have to completely work on is, yeah, I could say I'm there for people, and I do help them on the surface, you know what I mean? I'm there with them physically, and I'm there with them, you know. There was some freaking people are stupid. Drivers. But when you are having anxiety, like high anxiety, you tend to forget that other people are probably going through something too, and you tend to not want to be there for them. And especially in my case, if you become so good at hiding your anxieties and stuff, or projecting them onto other people, because I've done that before too, where I'm like, oh, there's a situation here, there's a problem here, and in my head I'm like, it's probably my fault. Oh, it is my fault. It's something I did, isn't it? And then I project it onto someone else, and I'm like, well, if you wouldn't have done this certain thing, then maybe this wouldn't have happened. Because that keeps people away from knowing that I'm freaking out because it was me or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. That's something that's a behavior it's not okay, and I gotta fix that. I can't blame someone else for my mistakes or my for not taking the initiative to tell someone how I'm feeling, and then them not knowing how I'm feeling, and then them act like they don't care about how I'm feeling, or in my mind that's how it is, and then get mad that they don't care. Because if they don't know that I'm going through something, then how the heck are you supposed to have someone there to help you if you don't let them in? So that's pretty much what I think about anxiety. It's a selfish condition. It's very selfish, and whether you agree with me or not, that's how I feel. Because when you're in your own head too much, it takes you away from being around other people, and it takes you away from being available to help other people, or help people that you that are trying to have you help them. You know what I mean? Or trying to have you be there with them and things like that. So that is, actually, I'm gonna go over here. That is something that I feel is the case with me. Anxiety is a selfish condition, and a cowardly one at that.